Hi, this is BB. I just woke up, and it's the last day of the month, and I still haven't paid anything. I don't know what to do. Literally, I'm at a standstill. Like I don't know. Like I'm the mercy of the universe now, and I really don't know what to do. And I'm not gonna kill myself, which is what these people want. Like I said, there was a 16-year-old girl who, when I lived in California, I knew her aunt. She was my neighbor. And briefly, I would hear her aunt talking to people on the phone, and she was kind of loud as she would be outside in the yard, which was very quiet where we lived. And I would hear her describing, things of the girl. Not much, but the girl would be talking to herself like she's getting paranoid. She's just bursting out into laughter, like if like somebody's there, almost like the symptoms of schizophrenia. And they were attributing it to a divorce her parents were going through, that she took it really hard. Either she took it really hard or she was milking it. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that these people were attacking that girl because I'm experiencing the same set. For 3 years I'm experiencing the same set of symptoms. From what little I heard, it ended up with a girl taking her life because she couldn't take it anymore. And I said something in my home, and then they were hacking me. I was thinking, the way what they were doing, if they did this to a young girl, I was in defense of the woman next door that I saw sitting in the dark, and then like the boyfriend was taking like massive advantage of her. So I was thinking, if he did something to her, if people did something to a child, that the way he's treating these people, like he's programming her head with all kind of stupid shit to the point where she's is she crazy? Did he hit her in the head? Did she lose some marbles? Does she have like maybe he beat her up and busted her up so badly that if she goes to the cop, he will spend the rest of his life in prison. He didn't want that. I was thinking all kinds of things that he did to her, and I said these things, and I was thinking, well, maybe her sister should take her. Why does he have her sitting in the house, bleeding or getting worse? That's going to be worse if she dies and they find something wrong with her. That maybe they would have set the fucking place on fire. I don't know. But anyway, with that being said, it's like I'm not going to kill myself. I don't want to kill myself. I don't know what these people deal are, if they really are selling these different experiences, which means they're targeting young and old alike. They're targeting kids, teenagers, and grown folks, adult folks. They don't have any scruples. A life is a life is a life, whether you're a baby or whether you're 92 or 102. A life is a life is a life. This is how he sees it too. Our creator. Only up to 7 you're considered innocent, and the parents are responsible for you. After then, well, you have to give accountability for yourself in his sight. You're old enough by then to know what is wrong and what is right. And if you indulge freely of your own free will, then it's up to you. You are responsible for you. Which is good for me, because this new law that is going to come here, they actually made a point in my head that I wonder about. They said 144,000 will be gathered. Now, are they going to be on earth, or are they going to be in heaven? Are they going to be ruling with him on earth? Are they going to be earthly governments? I don't know. These people in my head, they brought up that point. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But that's a good point. That's a good point. Are they going to be on earth or in heaven? I'm not sure. So with whatever this is, there's somebody who lives around me. I seen her today, and what is the woman I suspect is doing this? There's some marks on her face. She sat there, and I saw some brown marks all over. Now, I don't know if she did that or not. I don't know if it's acne or what happened to her. Now, I looked at one of my cousins that they're claiming is getting them to do this, is paying them to do this. And her face is filled with some kind of marks all over. So when I'm talking about what are these fucking marks on the face or whatever, it's like, are they trying to target my cousin next, or is my cousin really paying them to do this? Because my cousin would be like a literal family member who would have me incapacitated. Now, these people are going behind your back and creating a whole scenario that you are unaware of. They're doing things, have you attached to certain things, claiming certain things about you, and using you in so many ways, and abusing you in so many ways, and you are fucking unaware of it. Then if the shit hits the fan, people start to question it. Then they start to panic, and then they come and they want to take you out. What if they push you to take yourself out, or they pay somebody out there? Because if they're paying people to fuck with people, and it's getting worse with legal wise. A lot of people are starting to question things more and more. The little lackeys who are actually crawling in your home at night or your crawl spaces, they're the ones who are going to fly into panic mode, and they're the ones who are going to want to take us out. That way they feel, well, they didn't really murder anyone. It's just a sham and a ruse, because they are responsible for it. And not indirectly. It's like they're giving a direct order to kill people, basically. Because they're drugged out of their fucking mind. They don't have any empathy, no compassion, no kindness, no sympathy for anyone. They will do it. All they think of is they're in self-preservation mode. Then you have them in the fucking ear telling them, pumping them up to do it. It's like a whole thriving business that's happening just underneath your radar, and you don't know. But now you do. It's like a whole different world, a seedy, ugly world underneath. That's made up of all these different technologies that have come out in this age of awareness. That's linking, or supposed to be linking people, some of them for medical purposes, that these fucking assholes are catching and getting hold of and fucking people off with. And fucking their lives away. And pushing them till they commit suicide, young and old. Because you have what was behind that cat's eyes. The woman was seeing shadow-like. It was like a prototype, I guess. Now it could have been perfected where they're literally seeing through your eyes. If it can see through a cat's eyes, they can see through your eyes, because it was meant for humans. It was going to be perfected in 2016 for humans. Then you have the nanobots, these things that they put into your bloodstream or they put into your stomach. I don't know where they do it. And it moves when it dispenses medication on, it's a time-release capsule, basically. It just crawls, and then it dispenses medication, I guess, on cue. You control it from the outside. Because that's what he said. It has a chip that can be controlled from the outside. Now, they have that crawling all over your body. If they put that in your head, and they put something like cyanide in there, they put something like gasoline in there, they put something like bleach in there, they put something like chlorine gas in there, they put anything at all, it's all over your fucking head. You're sleeping at night thinking you're safe? No. Like I was telling my friend about that faucet that was turned around. That's a dangerous thing. The guy upstairs called the lady who was living here before and asked her, how was that faucet? Was it turned outward or inward? The woman said outward. It's turned inwards. That means I'm in danger here. If they can do that, was that a warning to me? What was it? I told people they were fucking with my water. I told people they were fucking with my water. Nobody, it's like it was just something. The faucet was turned around. I don't know how to do that. I mean, I'd be afraid. What do you do? It's like the water spilling all over. I don't know. My stay in this house has been horrible. This place, I don't know. I can't work my own fucking website because the one blonde guy with the point, he wants it. But it's his. They're always sounding like they have something in their mouth. They're going, that's it. I don't know what it is, if it's a microphone, a tiny waterproof microphone that they're just talking into and I'm hearing it. I don't know. Because the truth is, they might not say anything out loud. They're not going to want to say anything out loud. The phone fell down. They're not going to want to say anything out loud because they don't want neighbors hearing them. They have something what they call radio silent, which means they put the microphone in their mouths and they talk like that. But whoever is on the other side of that can hear them. The person outside is not gonna, just gonna hear like a mumbling. They don't know what the fuck they're saying. I'm talking out loud all the time. I don't have a fucking microphone, much less a microphone to put in my mouth. One of the things is to get, like how I get so angry and I'm talking, it appears to be talking to myself all the time, but I'm actually reacting to these people. They might live stream this now like a person who, like a one-woman show. Well, she's really batshit fucking crazy, and she's talking to invisible people who are not there, but sounding intelligent because they keep prompting her, prodding her all day long with stupid shit. That's like a one-woman show. Maybe somebody saw that and recognized me, and then now they're afraid. Which means a family member of mine has to be involved in this shit. Somebody probably saw me, inadvertently. Like you go on Pornhub, or you go on RedTube or XTube or something, and you watch porn, and you recognize somebody on there. People know people. And they say, well, you take it off. You look like, what the fuck are you doing? Maybe somebody did that, and they know of the person, and the person wanted to tell me. I don't know if they killed the person. I'm not sure. These people are desperate people. They see sex all day long. They see people reacting to what they're doing in a schizophrenic manner. They're desensitized to any type of humanity. They don't have it. All they want is money, and they're beginning to really enjoy the exploitation of human beings. To the point where they get angry with the person does not respond in an appropriate manner to which they have grown accustomed. Well, John A. did this. What's wrong with you? Are you crazy? Are you nuts? And that'll cause more abuse on the person. The fucking FBI need to take this shit. They need to understand. And I find that my nose is getting larger. My nose wasn't this big. I actually had a small nose. It was very like that. This here is getting wider because of that chlorine gas all the time. I told you I sing songs. If I'm happy, I can just belt out. I sang so many songs in this because this is how I actually, and I make them up. They just flow. The creativity flows through me. They just come out of my mouth when I'm happy. And that's one of the things. Some of them want the songs. Another one is mentioning about the releasing. I used to make the Sedona method. I made a whole series of, because I thought the woman next door was being abused. An abused woman who might have been sexually abused by their father or their brother or some male figure in their life. For 9 months, sometimes for 10 to 14 hours a day, I would make these tapes. Because I worked alone, I worked at home, so I was able to do that. And I used to send them to her. Now, on top of that, I used to talk in my house because she lived right next door. I thought she could hear me. She couldn't hear me, which means they were hacking me, and they were recording everything I said. Now they want the releasing tapes. It's like this one wants this, that one wants that, this one wants that. Well, who's in the way of all these things? Me. They've got what they want now. I'm like a piece of a candy wrapper. They just ball me up and throw me in the garbage. Well, I'm not going to go that easy. They've already robbed me. They can take these things and go, but they've already robbed me. Now they want to take my life. I don't want to give it. I'm not going to give it. Not that easy. But the thing with the face is like they want me to keep referring to something about a face. Now her face has all these marks. Now she's going to say that I was plotting to kill her, or I had her gang stalked, or some fucking shit. And I'm waiting for this. Because I'll get right up in her motherfucking face. It's my father's sister's daughter. I know we weren't that close because they lived far away in the country. I grew up in the city. The rest of the family knows them too, but I don't think they're close to her at all. I don't know. Which means she's either a victim or she's behind this in some way. That yet has to be determined. But I just want to share this with you to show what the extent these people go when there's a lot of money involved. Or if there's a lot of things that you have a lot of creativity in you that they can use to and exploit, and then they toss you like a piece of garbage. Because they just want. We are now in danger because of them. Whatever this drug is, this adrenochrome, we are in danger now. It's not our assets only they want. They want to squeeze us basically and then toss us like the candy wrapper. We need more prayers. We got to create some balance here. And I ask him, why is this happening? Why is it happening? Because this is unfair to us. This has to come. Somehow justice has to prevail. Whether it's heavenly justice or earthly justice. But I think it's going to be an earthly justice. And once it gets into movement, it will be unstoppable. Just like how they feel they're a force to be reckoned with for people like me and the fucking law, this is going to turn around. All is a switch. Once you see it starts, it's not going to stop. And I want to be a part of that. And you live long enough to be a part of that.